What's in your garden 2021? What's up, Munchkin? Let's see what's in our garden for 2021. Tomatoes. Gotta always have to have tomatoes, right, dear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll put it in the ground.
Gotta put it in the ground, kid. 6. Got 6 tomatoes. Japanese cucumber. Zucchini squash. I bought 2 sweet basils. 2 Thai basils. On top of having some seed. Did he escape? Oh, he's starting to dig. Perfect. Kid's already going at it. There. All right. My corn didn't do nothing. We got some yellow watermelon. This is some New Zealand spinach. Got a couple, not all of them germinated. And then the rest of these are some cantaloupe. And I've already taken a few and planted those. So that's coming along as well. Now we just got to find a place to put it. Greek and Italian oregano. Got some chives. This is where I put the tomato, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right behind it I have the sweet basil. Then we have chives and green onions. Those deter the pests a bit. Over here is where I put my hot peppers. You want to be careful about mixing your sweet and hot peppers. They tend to cross-pollinate quite easily, so just keep the hot with the hot and the sweet with the sweet, or the non-hot. All right. We have our jalapeno, and then this is a other pepper that I overwintered. It's also a hot pepper, but I want to say it's a serrano. We have another tomato, some cilantro. I cut it down to ground, but that being said, I don't think that it's going to come back. I'll probably just rip it out and throw something else in. This here is a African blue basil. It's very prolific. It blooms 11 months out of the year. If you want to attract some bees, some pollinators, grow one of these. But it can get quite big. I'm talking about 4 foot around and maybe about 4 foot tall. But this one has seen better days. I've cut it back a lot, but it might be time to pull it out and maybe throw in something else. Underneath my avocado, my first avocado here, I have a squash. I don't know what it is. The neighbor gave it to me. It's kind of short and fat and kind of looks like a disc. And then you can hardly see it. The New Zealand Spinach, 1 and 2. I'm growing that from seed. We'll see if it actually takes off, but if it does, it should take up this entire area. These pop up here are just flowers, and my methodology is that if I can't eat it, I really want it to be a pollinator attractor. So you'll see a lot of flowers. We've got some rosemary. We have some lavender. As you can see, the bees love it. Some more lavender, and then anything that will pull in the pollinators. And let me whip back around here. Sorry for the camera jerk. We have a second avocado for cross-pollination. This is a dwarf. It is finally starting to produce. I've had it for about 4 years before it really started giving me anything. Behind it, I have some lemongrass, and then there's another lemongrass onto the side. And then along the side of our house, the walkway, we have some pineapple. These were all grown from the store. So again, my methodology is you just cut it, throw it in the ground. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Just replace it later. Now, this isn't the right climate for pineapple, so maybe in about 5 to 10 years I might get a pineapple, but they're fun to grow. A milkweed. And down front, we got a freebie tomato popping up here. These little flowers, I forget what they are, but they do attract the hummingbirds and the bees quite a bit. In the corner, I have curry. Curry is not a plant, it's actually a variety of spices. Don't make that mistake. I found it in the vegetable section of my local nursery. I think it was kind of disingenuous. But that being said, it does detract the pests, and it does smell like curry. But you can't cook with it. You can only use it as a maybe a deterrent. But it is kind of pretty if you like that sort of thing. Pineapple sage. More pineapple sage. I've got some flowers, different type of lavender. Here's some turmeric. Don't cook with this very much. I don't know what to do with it really. Coming around to the side of my house here, I kind of have my little experiment raised beds here. It's on the north side. As you can see, it's late in the day and the sun still isn't hitting it. It's not the great placement, but for germination, you don't need it. You just need the heat. So I'll put some experiments down, see if I can't grow anything. And as you see, I got some little things popping up here and there. If anything takes off and I end up having space, awesome. If not, no big deal. Again, another experiment raised bed. I have a freebie tomato. I actually lopped this thing off last year and it grew back. It's a decent producer, so I'm reluctant to just rip it out. Coming around to the back, here we have my almond, and you know this thing has been here for about 5 years now. Hasn't been a great producer, but they do get almonds. Squirrels get to them mostly. Eggplant. We have some berries, raspberries, blackberries, that sort of thing. In the pot, that's a loquat. And same here, a loquat. Now right here, I put some seed down. It's a Chinese spinach, or it kind of tastes like a spinach. It's a little bit more bitter. I don't know if you can see this. It's sun bleached. I'll post what this is. I have the English name for it. And I forgot what I put here. What is this guy? Yes, zucchini squash. And then I have a Japanese cucumber there. My Thai basil. I was gonna leave this space available for some more tomatoes later on. Cleaned it up a little bit. Got another rosemary in back. Right here I have I'm gonna experiment with some poppies, for your bread making and that sort of thing. This was another avocado. It didn't work real well out front, so I was gonna pull it, but there was still life in it, and it came back to life here. Let's see if I get another avocado tree out of that. Here we got another mandarin orange tree. This one's quite good. I did a video on how to trim your trees. Check that out. And that's pretty much it for I got in the back corner. But this is my apple tree. I didn't think apples would grow in Southern California, but it's actually doing quite nicely. It's a multi-variety apple tree as well. And a neighbor gave me a pomegranate. This is my dragon fruit. So I got a tomato plant already. My grape, it does okay depending on the year. And then it looks like I'm getting a broccoli. That's my pile of scrap what I've cut out. So I'm gonna chop that all up and use it as extra compost. Just gonna mix it in and all whatnot and clean this up a little bit. It's quite trashy right now. That's it for Garden 2021. What do you have in your garden?